time to do the power upgrade. So just for the video and the easy purpose of it, I'm just gonna remove my scope right now. So you just want to grab your two include Allen keys or whatever. I'm just gonna make sure you see what I'm doing. Okay. So you just need to unscrew those guys and make sure when you put them back, don't screw them like, don't use all your strength of those screws, because those are most of the time like soft screws, like cheap soft metal screws and threadings and all that stuff. So don't destroy your gun, guys. Just go easy on them, and that's pretty much it basically. So yeah, so you unscrew those guys. So you have big screw there, two small screw there, and everything should just come out super smooth, like so. So now I'm gonna zoom you in a little bit to make sure you see what I'm doing. Sorry for that. I think that's pretty good. Yeah. So as you can see, you have your trigger and all your shit in there. You have that guy right there. That guy basically is a plastic part that hold your barrel inside, like your receiver right there. So you have two screws to remove. Remove those two guys right there. You grab something to pry it a little bit. And you get it all of the way. So I'm just gonna show you, as you can see, it's a little plastic tab right there, and that's what holding your barrel against that receiver. So I would love to see that guy at least being an aluminium or something, because it's really easy to break, that soft plastic. So yeah, that sucks. And then you can just slide it like so. So your barrel, outer barrel, inner barrel, and your up is all in there. So we're not gonna touch that for now. So as you can see, you have now your cylinder, your nozzle in there. So you just want to remove that guy. So there's a couple of options you can do. So first of all, you can grab like a pair of scissors or something and just do that, a pair of long nose, or you can just grab your Allen keys right there, put it like so, and you just unscrew. So that's the way of doing it. Don't take a pair of pliers and do it against that nozzle, because you can bend your nozzle and all that stuff, and so do some damage on it, and it can cause inconsistencies to your feeding, your FPS, and all that stuff. So you can do a couple of turn, and then there we go. So this is your cylinder head. This is your piston. So as you can see, that's a super cheap piston. All plastic, all that stuff. You can see the mold in there. So that's not too bad, but that's not something that's gonna last for a long time. If you upgrade the spring, and you don't upgrade everything else. So that's pretty much it. And now you have your spring right there. So this is basically, I think, an M115, M120, some shit like that, because M130 is, yeah, whatever. I'm not a big sniper guy, so I'm not super good at it. So here you have your sear. So you just remove that, and you see that lever right there. You just grab something, push it down, and it's gonna release your spring guide. So now everything is out, and now I put my nice ENC parts in there. So this is the piston I'm gonna switch it to. So as you can see, it's all cylinder, and you know, it's a flat head on there, so you know, you'll have a little bit of better ratio, and you know, the thickness of it is not that good, but you know, it's just perfect, you know, perfect for what you need. So this is the spring included in there, and this is the ball bearing included with it. So yeah, I've tried it because, you know, I'm, like I said, I'm not a sniper expert, so you know, I had to open it and just try it, you know, real fast, at least, to make sure, you know, it works. But you know, it is what it is. So you just want to put grease on there, of course. Grease is super important. Grease all your things. So that's pretty much it. You can put that in there. Again, your spring guide, so you know, all your bearings and all that stuff, it's super smooth. So this is a lubricant specially designed for O-ring, so you know, for your O-ring, I think that's a really good idea. I'll just put a little bit in there, a little bit on top, you know, and it's already lubricated from the last time. But and what I do, I just drew a little line on it, you know, just to make sure everything is well lubricated, you know, and all that stuff. So now, you know, I just throw it back in there, basically. I put my sear on the good side. So you know, you have a L notch right there, as you can see, so you know, you can't really go wrong with that. I almost did, but you know, and then you put your cylinder on top, and you always make sure, you know, your spring is inside your you know, that your spring is against your spring guide. But I put them together, so you know, I'm good to go. And then I put my piston on there, and as you can see, that's really weird because, you know, this is an upgrade spring, it's way stronger than that, but it doesn't put that much pressure right there. So you know, it's gonna be super easy for me to just screw that back in. So how cool this is. And you're at that point where, you know, you just want to put a little bit of lubricant on that O-ring, because that O-ring is basically, you know, your seal against that cylinder. If you have a leak, of course, you can, you know, Teflon tape and all that stuff, but you know, just keep that lubricated and you should not have any problem with that. So you screw that tight, that's it, and your power upgrade is done. You know, you just have to put it back in. So now you put your barrel right in there, you align those guys. You snap that guy right in there. Screw back those two guys, and again, don't screw that like a crazy motherfucker. You know, don't do that. If you ruin your gun and it doesn't screw, and you know, you strip that screw, you cannot tell I did not tell you to be careful with that. Yeah. So it is what it is. So now you want to reassemble those guys. So you know, it's basically, you know, your three screws in there on the bottom. So you know, screw one until, you know, you see it start to bite a little bit, and then goes into the other one. Do the same thing, you know, like it's loose, it's loose, it's loose, and then up, it's loose, and then you see it start to bite, So then go with the third one. And then you tighten them a little bit, but you know, like when it, you know, like right there, it's start to, you know, so I just put a gentle push on them, and that's it, you know, stop there, that's it. And now my eyebrows are in there, so you know, I'm just gonna put the mag with those nice 0.40 gram gray BBs in there, right? So last time was 315, right? But it's now, yeah, and cocking that guy is it's not the same thing, you know. So I got 271, which is not normal at all. Well, let's try another shot. So I got 373 FPS, 373.5 at 2.591 joules. You know, you can see it anyway. So let's put another shot. And it can, you know, when you put new ports, you know, it can happen, you know, that your first couple of shots are you know, a little bit lower than it's gonna be, because yeah, the spring is not compressed, but you know, your O-rings are not have not expanded yet, so you know, my first shot was low, and that's probably why. So again, you know, as you can see, 263. So you know, it's so now 372.5. .6 at 2.5. And 370 at 2.556. So you know, as you can see, it's now it's started to get consistent, you know, and you have to probably, you know, like run a couple of shots through it, you know, to be able to you know, be super consistent. So 366.3 at 2.5 joules, 2.494. Anyway, so let's do a last shot, because you know, I think you get the idea. So 371 at 2.563 joules. So yeah, it shoots way harder. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. I hope you have a great day. That was the AIRSOFTEK, and I'll catch you in the next one.